and as you can see, the Farrington Super Sixers preparing themselves for battle against the Pointers, the West Pointers. We know that the West Pointers field earlier and they hold their 20 overs, restricting the Farrington Super Sixers for 142. But we know that runs on the board are runs on the board, and we now gonna see what the West Pointers gonna be able to do. Their turn comes to bat. Gentlemen, all right?
Let's go there, we're ready.
Yes, man.
Lloyd, what's up, man?
I'm good, I'm good.
I'm here with the former Anguilla captain and Leeward Islands captain. And he's also the former, best catcher in the...
Farmer. I farm for a living.
See? On a serious note, the great Alex Adams.
I know last week you made a prediction.
Right.
You want to make that prediction again, or just going to see
My
how?
prediction is this week, 115.
115.
Yeah. But I'll give them 105 for good measure. The top score is 115, 105.
Okay.
So if you want to go by the lottery place after this, let me know. I'll give you the numbers.
I want to win the lotto, right?
Yes.
Trust me, I want to win, but I don't play it.
You don't play?
No.
So you got to be into it?
I understand that.
Okay, so I think that today is the day, Lord.
So you say 115.
115 tops, yes.
Farrington all the way.
Yeah.
Farrington Super Sixers. Farrington Super Sixers, they have a very good bowling attack. They have very good leadership out there in the person of player coach Terry Adams. They also have Dimitri Adams, the captain, who is very experienced. Learned a lot from his dad, Alex Adams. You know, if you check the team out there, they're from a cricketing family.
Yes.
So they're very talented. Cricket runs in the blood.
I've realized that, yes.
Pretty natural. Dimitri Adams, Demetrius Adams, Jadil Richardson, Terry Adams, Raymond Adams. It's almost like the Adams family out here. So Farrington Super
You know, with the opening,
and
right?
Alex Adams come back in, and next year I'm coming back. So
And then Layla is coming too.
it's going to be
Mocha.
I was about to ask him why aren't you playing this time around?
Well, I'm light. I was
busy,
all ready to go, and while training, I tore some tendons in the arm, so I'm still doing therapy on it. So I'm out for this season, but my heart is still with the Blue Jays. As you can see, I'm wearing the original, the old time.
Your heart is with it, but the age says everything,
Well, the age
right?
is not really the problem. I'm still fit, Lloyd. I'm in good shape. I'm in good nick. If you look at me, I'm still wearing the same clothes from 20 years ago. So I'm in good shape.
Yes.
Very good shape.
All right. Was there a plan in terms of those first 10 overs? Because you know the first 10 overs, it didn't really put much runs on the board.
Well,
Is it as it was that the bowling was
was extremely good. So,
Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, you have to actually place every ball on the spirit. I think
Yeah.
the guys all failed well, defeated well as well. So, I think at the end of the day, to get 143, we're quite happy with that score.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know the last 3 overs made up for the bulk of the runs.
Well, yes, I mean, with the experience of Terry Adams coming down in the back end, even though he needs some glasses, I think he did extremely well. Hammer continued to do well. I think that Hammer, right now, in my opinion, is the man of the tournament so far.
Hammer is who?
Hammer is Jada.
Oh, okay. Yes. I think that he may be voted man of the tournament.
Yes, man of the series, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. With all the runs that he has made so far, and he continues to bowl well as well. So
Yes.
I think he's going the right direction.
Right.
See, like I said before, experience have a lot to do with it. A lot of people look at the game of cricket and they think like because it's a T20 game that you just go out there and go helter skelter from ball one, but you have to respect good bowling and
Pointers.
They were bowling very well, and the key thing to it is that the Farrington Super Sixers, they kept the wicket intact. And I told the manager Rudolph Proctor, once wickets are in hand, we don't have any problem, you know, because you got to look after who coming. We know that Herbert is a very good bowler. He came on and he was bowling very well. He was bowling with nice loop, nice bounce, nice turn. So you have to respect good bowling. So
yes.
We are in a good position. We have good bowling, and like I said, we're going to defend those spots.
Right. I'll be back.
Don't forget the prediction.
Set it on 115. 115, 105.
It's the final draw.
And this is Lloyd right here. Lloyd has been doing a great job. And to all the people all over the world, thank you for tuning in to the first of its kind, the Anguilla Premier T20 League competition right here at the James Ronald Webster Park.
You know, I have to apologize for the break because I ran out of data. I had to go.
And your apology is accepted because you have been on the ball even for 28 hours. You have been there and always there. So your apology is accepted.
I just had to go collect some donations to get a top up.
You will get more donation. Donate to Lloyd's Production. He's been a great job keeping you guys in tune into what's happening in Anguilla. 25 hours. Great man. Talk to more. Actually, who want to win?
Kari, what do you think of your team performance just now in the field?
Very good. I think, Lloyd, that's a score we would have settled for at the start of the day. I think that at halftime at 10 overs, you were in a very good position. And we expected a counter-attack from the Farrington team, and that's exactly what happened. J-Dale batted very well. He struck the ball in good areas. You know, some of our players, I think we struggled with the throwing arm. So
yes, I saw that even in the earlies when the ball was under toss.
Yeah, but that's expected because I think you'll find in all of the teams, most of the fielders, the throwing arms are suspect. And I think JL and Dimitri to a certain extent, they identify that very early and put pressure on the fielders from the outfield. When you attack the ball, it's very likely to be a fumble. And if you don't have a strong throwing arm, then you can easily beat the throw back in. But I think for our team, you know, we settled for that score by all means. They're on paper they're a pretty good team, but for us we play.
But it can be beaten.
Of course, and that's why we're here.
Yes.
You know, we've got our battles to do it, and that's the score that we will get. We'll get those right.
Well, Mr. Adams earlier predicted last week. He predicted that a score for the opposing team, and he was off by one.
Well,
today he just predicted 115 tops, but 105 max. He giving you.
Yeah.
But
well, I expect that coming from their camp. They probably thought they were going to get over 200 as well.
And I must say to Carter that at the beginning, the first 10 overs, the pointers did a very good job in containing the runs.
Very good. In fact, I'm sure that the Farrington team would not be happy with their production after 10 overs. But for us, again, as I said, we know what we have to chase. And we will, whether we get 105 or 145, we're going to have fun doing it.
That's the important thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Captain, talk to us. What's the plan?
People have a tendency of believing that in a 2020 match, you have to get after a player. It's just about getting out there, scoring at least a run a ball of the first 10 overs at least. Maybe assess it from there. The game is going to be a game played. Everybody's going to have to dig in. We're going to have to bat. As long as we bat 20 overs, we believe we're going to win the game.
I must say too that your team did a really good performance in the first 10 overs.
In the first 10 overs, we did exactly what we wanted to do. Cricket is a game of glorious uncertainty. So yes, we were at where we wanted to be at 10 overs, but we always know they were going to attack. I thought that we give away maybe about 15, 20 runs in the field, but that's cricket. All you got to do now, put that behind us. The batters got to go out and bat positively. We should be alright.
Shirley Williams is saying hold strong, chipping.
She know I don't hold strong. Shirley.
Yes, folks. Let me see if I can talk with the next
Mr. Lloyd. How you doing?
Alright, good. Tell me how you felt about you guys in the field earlier.
Well, we really put a lot of pressure. All we following the end, but I'm proud of my guys. You know, you're playing cricket where the team was going to come at you at some point, and we did very well. You know, we got to improve in some of our catches, and we'll be fine. But I'm proud of my team and what we have done the 2 months and a half preparation. You know, and we're going to go all the way to try to win this tournament. I'm proud of my management, Card, and my sponsor, Adam. All my teammates around us. I'm proud of all my players. And we're doing it for the West Division, which is North Hill, South Hill. You know, we're doing it for them. That's what it's about. As you can see, North Hill is a good big strap.
Yeah.
And I know you're backing us, because you're from there.
Yes, I am.
Say hi to everybody who's watching. Vincent, all my cousins, Uncle Levi, everybody. Listen, we're going to bring this one home.
Alright.
That's the aim.
What do you think?
Yes, I like. Yeah, we're in a good position right now. Just got to bat through the 20 overs and put our best out, rotate the strike, and make them runs.
Okay, now one of the things that Adam said is that they recognized good bowling earlier on, so they had to be disciplined. So I hope that when you guys go now, and if there's good bowling, you play to it.
Yeah, so be disciplined and just play the ball straight as possible and rotate the strike 1, 2s, and yeah, we could do it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, there you've had it from pointers, a couple of the pointers players, actually. 3 of them indicating their plan for what's going to happen when their turn goes. Elkin, sir. Great. So talk to me. Tell me about what you guys got.
Oh, I'm starting a business called Hot Grabber.
Okay, and what is Hot Grabber?
Hot Grabber is a new, fresh business coming out to Anguilla. Selling wings and pizza. Mostly wings, different types of wings. Lemon pepper wings, garlic, mango, hot Korean, original hot, you name it. And pizza, pineapple, ham, pineapple, Churchill. Check me out, Churchill.
Churchill, where in Churchill?
By Pinnacle Pizza.
Okay, and that's close to what proximity? Is that close next to the bakery?
Downstairs.
Is that next to the bakery?
Yeah, on the other side.
On the other side of the bakery?
Yeah.
And it's open, it's up and going?
April.
In April?
Yeah.
Okay, so well, we can continue doing some promo with you on these Sundays.
Help you to come check me. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So, what? Hot Grabber?
Hot Grabber.
Hot Grabber.
Hot.
And it's going to be open and in April?
Yeah.
By Pinnacle?
Pinnacle.
Okay.
Upstairs.
Upstairs Pinnacle?
No, downstairs. But Pinnacle is, they changed it. It's a cuisine now.
Okay.
Quick bites.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll stay in touch.
Yeah. Grand opening.
Okay. Yes, folks, you heard that. He's talking about the opening of a new establishment. We like to see entrepreneurs here in Anguilla, or even in the Caribbean, because it makes good for our country. Mr. Ray, how you doing, sir?
I am keeping well.
Enjoying the cricket?
Certainly, this is cricket, love cricket. Indeed.
And you know, I'm happy to see the amount of people that are coming out. You know, even though people are home viewing and overseas, they're still coming out. But we could have more.
Cricket is the West Indies game and cricket is Anguilla's game. We have dormant support for cricket and it's coming alive now. I think more will come as the tournament progresses.
Yes.
It's a good turnout today as well. Not bad for.
Yes. And on the second inning, I guess there'll be a lot more people. Yes. People finishing up their dinners from church and they'll come out.
Still early, 3 o'clock, they'll come out later.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Doc.
Hey Lloyd, how you doing?
Great. You enjoying the matches?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's good to see cricket again back at the Webster Park, you know. Sunday afternoon, what else could you be doing but be here? Either boat race or cricket, right?
Yes. And you know, that was an exciting first inning.
Oh, definitely.
We saw that the Sixers, they were held down in the first 10 overs.
The bowling was tight, man.
Yes.
Tight. The field placement was excellent.
They admitted that it was good bowling.
Yes.
You know, and they negotiated, and in the last 3 overs in particular, they did most of their damage.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
But it's an exciting score up there, and we just got to see if the pointers can make it.
And we say runs on the board or runs on the board.
You got that right.
Yes.
Good to see you out, and thank you for doing this. You know, let the people see what we're doing here.
Yes. And you're sitting right next to a former cricketer too.
Well, he's got. You know, his kids are playing, representing him. You know.
Well,
but again,
not just representing him,
Anguilla,
but representing Anguilla and the Leeward Islands.
That's right.
Because what's his name? The older one, Manson. He is representing Leeward. Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we're trying to bring up the next crew, you know, the next crop of players.
Right.
Make Anguilla proud.
Okay.
Definitely. Thank you.
Yes, folks. Yes, folks. The cricketers, the fielders are on the field, and the 2 batsmen are in process of going towards the mid wicket.
It's a matter of line and length. You have to go hit length, and Jaden Richardson we have seen and bowl a good back line length and a good line so far from the tournament. He's picked up wickets. We have seen Boyens. He went around the park for a few times, but we also saw that he picked up wickets at intervals. It's going to be Jaden Richardson. The only batsmen 4 pointers, Josiah John and Oliver Walker. We are not seeing Yanni on this occasion, but Oliver Walker back into the squad and back at the top of the innings. Oliver Walker, tall right-hander. He's up the non-striker end. And it's Josiah John who is going to take strike, mid on, mid off. Extra cover backward point, short third man slip. Mid wicket, square leg on the boundary and fine leg on the boundary. That's the field for Josiah John. It's going to be Jaden Richardson. Take up the attack. Number 18 on his back. Runs away. Thomas here at the commentator's booth end. So ball to Josiah John. First ball of this reply. John to this delivery. It's getting one that is almost so nearly being chopped on. Well, what a shot.
That was a pretty quick delivery there. And, John was playing off the back foot and got it, playing that one almost as was it, playing it off.
Well. He survived. Good start there by Jaden Richardson. Good line, good length, and good pace as well. Here is Richardson. Runs away from us. Pass umpire Ralph Hodge. Ball to Josiah John. John is coming forward and he gets back and then runs the ball to the left of the backward point. Backward point that comes around to conventional Oliveira. Scores off to one and Josiah John's off the man. He's on one. Josiah John. Right-handed Oliver Walker. Hard hitting. Good batsman. Oliver Walker. Into strike. John is on one. Scores 1 for no loss. 1 for no loss in the push of number 1. Can Oliver Walker stand up to the pace of Jaden Richardson? Here is Richardson to Walker. Walker is jumping and they're going to go to first quick single and there, the ball going in and misses the stump. He misses the stump. That was an opportunity. Josiah John
They're getting in there late. At the time, the ball had gone past the stump and he survives. He's over number 1, could easily be being a run out there just like John survives. Score moves on to 2. Walker is off the mark, he's on 1. 1 is Walker, 1 is John. The score is 2 for no loss. And reply up to 142. So if you're listening, it's up 143 made by the Farrington. Score is 142, so is the score. So 143 is the target. Here is J.D. Richardson to bowl to Josiah John. Bowl to John. John is getting one on his shot. Rising. Oh, that's some good wheels by the man, J.D. Richardson. Well, that is what we want to see. Back to playing ball here. It is good cricket here at the James Ronald Webster Park. In this, the first edition of the APL, the Anguilla Premier League. It's a 2020 version. Franchise 4 teams, the pointers from the southwestern area. Farrington, Super Sixers. Here is J.D. Richardson, runs away to bowl to Josiah John. Bowl to John. John is getting this one. This is ball hitting the glove and going down to third man. That goes away for 4. Not a convincing shot, but he got the desired result. 4 runs to Josiah John. Well, the ball bouncing there and coming back into John. He was looking to cut, but it was too close to him. The ball coming off the glove and racing past where second or third slip would have been as it went a bit wide and it raced away over this fast outfield down to the third man boundary. It goes away for 4. Josiah John goes on to 5. Josiah John is on to 5 and the total is on to 6. 6 for no loss. Good bowling here by J.D. Richardson. What a start. So immediately Terry Adams goes for second slip and Adams, that's Demetrius, is into a first slip. Here is J.D. Richardson with some weight. Runs away, ball to Josiah John. John is cracking this one, 2 backward point, he can't score. End of over number 1, a very eventful over coming to an end. It is 6 without loss. Pointers replying to 142 scored by the Super Sixers. Josiah John, he's on 5 and Oliver Walker is on 1.
Yes, and we saw J.D. Adams working up some pace there, Richardson, especially the fourth delivery there. We also saw a chance for run out during the course of that over there. The ball was played by Walker to a short cricket. That chance was taken there. So far, pointers 6 without loss at the end of the first over.
Well, it's going to be Michael Ferguson. It's going to be Ferguson who's going to be taking up the attack from the far end at the city end. Ferguson replacing Simba Bowen. He was not playing today. 2 changes by the Farrington. Alex Adams and Simba Bowen. They are out. And in come Ferguson. And well, it's 3 changes. So there's 3 changes. Here is Ferguson. First ball to Walker, gets a 1 wide outside the line of the off. Some Paul seen out by the umpire. It moves on to 7. 7 it is. 7 for number 2. And by Michael Ferguson from the far. It's Ferguson turns up the top of his mark. Runs away from the city end to the passes umpire. Webster ball to Walker. Getting this one, a full toss, whipped off the pad. 2 mid wicket, they've gone for 1. We'll come back for a second. We'll get it easy. The ball is running close to the fence and it's fielded there by Bryce. Marlon Bryce. You know him around these quarters as Owl. Moves on by 2 to 9. And Walker moves on to 3. Walker is on to 3. John is on 5. 1 extra. Form of a wide. 7, it's 9 for moves. Here is Michael Ferguson. Runs away. Passes on by Webster. Ball to Walker. Walker is hitting this one. It's in the air, 4 runs. In the power play. with only 2 men allowed outside of the 30-yard circle, with the 2 being the man on the square leg boundary and on the final leg boundary. The vacant anything outside the 30-yard circle, up and over outside the off stump, is going to be 4 runs, and there is no sweeper. So Michael will be advised to bowl a tighter line to Walker. Walker moves on to 7. Total moves on to 13. 13 it is. Here is Ferguson to bowl to Walker wide and smashed outside the off stump. Close. This is going away to the boundary. Goes away for 4. Well, good reply here. 4 more runs. Total moves on by 4 to 17. 17 it is. Walker moves on by 4 to 11. And they were missing Walker. That injection at the top of the order that they were missing in the first and in the second game, the game that they lost against the Beavers.
Certainly, Walker's making a difference to the batting of the game. Capable of getting the ball over the infield. He's not afraid to go for his shots.
Well, immediately, this is what the fielder here has been, saying, I don't need, if my ball is going to be bowling that line and that length, I don't need my square leg back, I need to put in a deep extra cover. So that is now, so deep extra cover in, square leg in the circle. Michael bowls, this one is in the air, the man is getting back, he's not going to get there, it's going to go away, 1, they're coming back for 2, and that's all they're going to get. The throw comes into the keeper's end. Walker moves on by 2 to 13, and the total moves on to 19. 19. Very expensive over here by Ferguson. Still not done. Some 13 runs coming off the over so far. 13 runs, and the over are yet to be completed. So the final leg is now in the circle and the long off goes back. Here is Ferguson to bowl to Walker. Bowl to Walker. Walker to this delivery. He's got the ball in the air! He's gonna be caught! He's gonna be caught! Michael gets this man. Revenge is sweet. Walker goes. And Walker stands at the crease in dejection, wondering what did I just did there? Off the bottom of the bat. And the catch has been taken. And Walker goes with the score on 19. With the score on 19, Oliver Walker goes of the bowling of Michael Ferguson. Walks back dejectedly for 13.
And that's 19 for 1 in the course of the second over. So they've made a good start, quite a good start to reply to the Farrington score. 5. At the end of the first over, the Farrington Super Sixers, they were about 7-9, something like that, 7 without runs. So the pointers, they are doing very well at 19 for 1.
Nice, 19 for 1. But the dangerous Walker is gone. The dangerous Oliver Walker is gone.
The Farrington Super Sixers should be very happy to see the back of him, because he was certainly showing signs of aggression.
Well, it's not how you start your innings, it's how you finish it. And so he started like a freight train, but Michael had different ideas. Says, well, even with 13 runs off my over, I can still pick you up, and that will do me good. I will forget about the runs that came off my bowling. Even 20 came off my bowling, I'll do well with your wicket. Well, he held the key, well, one of the keys, certainly, to the pointers in it. Here is Ferguson to bowl to Mohan, the new batsman, outside the line of the off stump. No run resulting. The over coming to an end. And at the end of over number 2, it is 19 for 1.
19 for 1. So, well, we saw Ferguson coming into the school towards the end of that over. And for the pointers, they were very happy to have had the wicket of Walker. So, the game is still interesting. We are poised here as the pointers are have more runs on the board at the end of two overs.
Yes, certainly making here while the sun shine and taking advantage of the power play is the pointers. Josiah John to hit the ball, so they're still in with a chance here. They have a batting. We have the likes of Lee and Garvey Lake still in the pavilion to come. Herbert is still there, so nothing to worry about. They have not pushed the panic button just yet. Here is Jadel Richardson. Runs away from the top of his man. Ball into Josiah John. Ball to John. John is being hurried into a shot. Pushes it to the shot mid on where Adams, that's it is. Who feels no run resulting. Score remains on 19. 19 it is. 19 for 1.
And so far, Adam seems to be generating a bit of pace off the game.
Richardson runs away to ball to Josiah John again. This one is a short ball. Well, white call by the umpire. It's a white ball call. Right. Josiah John taking evasive action. Good baton, but good action here. Very good action here. Josiah John had to take evasive action. A short delivery. 18 for no loss. Jadel, that's 20 with the wide call. 20 for no loss. 20 for 1. 20 for 1, sorry. Jadel walking up with some steam here. Jadel Richardson moves away from us again to bowl to Josiah John. Bowl to John. John is looking, well, the ball is into the keeper's hand. I'm not sure where he wanted to play that one because he played about a foot and a half under the ball. The ball was about shoulder height and he was playing just over stump height, looking to cut that one past backward point.
So he misjudged the height and the bounce of that ball. As you said quite clearly, he played way under that ball.
Here is Richardson to bowl to Josiah John. Bowls to John. John is again missing outside the line of the off stump. Well, I'm not sure what kind of cricket that Josiah John is playing because he is playing, he's playing late and 2 he's playing with a cross bat as if he's playing with a cutlass rather than a bat. He will need to really pull out his bat and put away his cutlass today because the pointers need him. The pointers really do need him in this game and we need him to come up to be at his best. He was at his best with the glove here. We need him to be with the bat. Here is Richardson to bowl to Josiah John. This one he is hitting to the right of backward point. Makes contact and that 1 run. Total moves on to 21 and Josiah John moves on to 6. And Josiah John is on to 6. And the total on to 21. 21 for 1. And it goes up over number 3. Brings Mohan onto strike. For the first time, he's facing Jadel Richardson. He's really walking up some steam here. Richardson moves away from us. The ball to Mohan to this delivery. He is hitting this one. Through extra cover. They've gone for 1. We'll come back for a second. And they're coming back for it too. That's all they're going to get. The shot there by Mohan. Getting off the mark. Total moves on to 23. Mohan is on to 2. Josiah John is on 6. In search of 143 for victory. That's pointers. Chasing 142. Scored by the Farrington Super Sixers. Here is Jadel Richardson to bowl to Mohan again. Bowl to Mohan to this delivery. He's getting one outside the line of the off stump. Over coming to an end. And at the end of over number 3, it is 23. Some 4 runs coming off that over.
And during the course of that over, we saw Richardson concentrating more or less outside of the off stump. John trying some really expansive drives and totally missing the line of the lift.
Well, no doubt that spin is going to be in the attack very, very soon. The Farrington is loaded, it's top heavy with spinners. They have the likes of Dimitri and Dimitrios. They have Raymond. They have Raymel. Terry Adams turns over his hands at time as a spin bowler. We know him in these quarters as a fast bowler. Play has been held up.
Ferguson is continuing from the southern end.
Yes, Ferguson's going to continue. There's a Philippines in play here. It is Adams, it seems to be Dimitri Adams. Or Dimitrius Adams, who's getting something done there. Dimitri. Spray, the magic spray. Always work. Always works with magic.
What do you feel with the introduction of spin by the Farrington Super Sixers? Do you think that will swing scoring rate of the game?
Most definitely. They have some quality spinners in their attack. They have the leg spinner of Raymond Adams. Raymond Adams, one of the better leg spinner we have seen in these quarters in the league. For sure. He has played for the under 19 team. And I've seen him turn the brand new ball, the brand new cherry square of the wicket. So he has pitched it left and gone past the first slip. I've seen it with my very own eyes. And, fortunate to be a coach of his. It's going to be Ferguson to bowl to Josiah John. Ferguson runs away from the city and to bowl to Josiah John. John is looking, what kind of shot is that? Josiah John, he had acres of space over the top of the bowler and he was looking to go through the onside. That's not a good looking shot at all by Josiah John.
He tried to hit one straight back past the ball, missed the line completely. He was through to the wicket.
And his back was coming from some second slip error. And was looking to go through mid-wicket rather than going straight down the ground. Here is Ferguson again to Josiah John. Ball to John. John get in the edge and dropping short of Terry Adams. Off the edge, dropping just short of Terry Adams. And fortunate for Josiah John, he survives. Well, with a bit more pace on that one, he would have carried to the man there, number 19. I've never seen him putting a catch down in the slips at all. Very safe buckets he has. We don't call them hands, we call them buckets. Terry Adams, very safe hands. And here we're going to see some adjustments in the field. The man from short check cover, from a check cover is coming into second slip. That's Dimitri Adams, the captain. And he has pulled out the mid wicket and asked him to go into a check cover, well, more a wideish mid-off, short mid-off area. Here is Michael to bowl to John Hazel. Left on the ball, now the field gone. Shot LBW, looking to play this one through the onside, going across the line, and Josiah John goes. LBW, Michael Ferguson picks up his second wicket, and the pointers has a further setback.
Ferguson is, John is walking slowly off the field at the moment, and at this time you see the Super Sixers here hurling together after their second success so far, and we're now seeing the captain Leonley walking to the wicket to replace Josiah John. So it's at the end, during the course of the third over?
Yes, over number 4.
Over number 4. It's now 23 for 2.
23 for 2.
The pointers.
Josiah John walking up very slowly. Very good check for the off the field. And he has to go. He thought that one was going down that side, but the umpire's decision is final. He said that you were not. You were playing across the line and that you watch LBW. You know, oftentimes, but I'm not understanding it. That batsmen think that if the ball is hitting the leg stump, they should be knocked out. But the leg stump is one of the stumps. And if the ball is going to hit the leg stump, you are out.
And it all depends on the movement of the ball determining whether the batsman is out or not. It can be going straight on to the wicket as you're suggesting.
Well, Ferguson, for the success here, for the Farrington Super Sixers, opportunity given to Ferguson, straight switch, seamer for seamer, Masimba going for Ferguson, and Ferguson is coming up trump here for the Sixers. A big game in big times, and he's put up his hand and he's really doing a good job for the Super Sixers. Super Sixers taking on Pointers. Pointers winning the toss, asking Super Sixers to bat. They scored some 142 from their 20 overs. The premium scorer being J.Dell again with another half century. And the Pointers replying to 142. They are in some disarray here. They are 23 for 2. Here is Ferguson to bowl to Leon Lake. Bowl to Lake. Late to this delivery, he's getting one that he is. Oh! Now getting it back down the track. Ball is moving around here with very overcast and then a very strong crosswind. And just as we started earlier in the day with a very heavy cloud cover, that's what we have returned in the second innings to. Here is Ferguson, 23 for 2. Ferguson runs away to bowl to Leon Lake. Bowls to Lake. Lake is getting this one off the hip. Turn it down the left side, but can't score. This keeper comes across and takes it. Picks it up and puts it to the slip. And is it back down to the bowler. 23 the score remains. 23 for 2. Over number 4. Ferguson. The man responsible for removing the 2 opening batsmen. Here is Ferguson again. Runs away to bowl to Leon Lake. Outside the off stump. Wide. Call and signal by the umpire. Total moves on by 1 to 24. You don't want to help a team. In this case, you're defending 143 and they need to score all 143 runs. You can't help them.
And that was a very tidy over so far from Ferguson, and now he is sort of sporting by bowling that wide.
Here is Ferguson again to bowl to Leon Lake. Bowl to Lake. Lake is looking for what kind of shot was that? But no, nonetheless, no harm done. Ball going through between bat and ball, and they're beating him on the inside edge. No harm done. The end of the over, and at the end of over number 4, it is 24 for 2. 24 for 2. 24 for 2.
That was a very tidy over by Ferguson, in which he got the wicket. Leon Lake is 2 balls in the over. The last ball, he tried to heave it through the onside and just stuck it.
So J.Dell Richardson is going to continue from this limited boat here. He's going to be bowling to Mohan. 2 6. Short third man, a backward point. Extra cover. Mid off. One on the final ball. Here is Richardson. Oh, short ball! Oh! He's going to run away for 4 leg buys. He's going to run away for 4 leg buys. And that was a fast delivery. That was a fast delivery. Mohan was trying to get out of the way, but was unable to. J.Dell is working up some steam here. Well, with a good surface, thanks again to the park staff. Bobby Black, the man being responsible for it. For a good middle, a good surface. John Jeffers and his team, they have been doing a good job. Ensuring that we got a good surface here. It seems, it bounces. There is something for the spinners, and if you can play the faster ball, there is something for the batsmen because it's a true surface. Here is J.Dell Richardson. The ball to Mohan. Bowls to Mohan. Mohan got it! Oh, very nearly caught on ball. Well,
J.Dell is certainly working up some pace, and he's been the fastest bowler on display for all the fast bowlers we've seen for the match so far. And he almost got a wicket with that delivery bowling court.
Yes, we are going to see Marlon Bryson in just a while. I would want to see what he has. Here is J.Dell Richardson. Ball to Mohan. Ball to Mohan. Mohan is getting one. He's going. Oh, what kind of shot is it? He has to be careful because he can get his helmet hit. He can be in some trouble. J.Dell is working up some pace, and everything is back of a ledge right now. Is he going to walk him out or walk him over?
He's probably going to try to walk him over.
Well.
At the moment, we see Captain Leon Lake having a discussion with the other batsman. There's a need for the Pointers to regroup and to build an innings. They need a partnership here from these 2 batsmen.
Well, Jaden Richardson is saying, you need a partnership, I need your wicket. It's Jaden Richardson, number 18 on his back, over number 5. From this, the commentator's boot end. Runs away from us, passes on final round fast, ball to Mohan. Mohan to this delivery, he's hitting this one over short out 4 runs. That one had some room on it, room offered, some width outside the line of the off stump, airing there and suffering the consequence and being hit over the top of short third and down to the boundary for 4. Mohan is on to 6 and the total moves on to 32. Is it 32 or 33 scorer? 32, yeah. 32. 32 it is. 32-4-2. Over number 5. What a bad scoring rate. 2 of these premier batsmen are back in the hut. Jaden Richardson. What's that? To the top of his mouth. Well, he has walked the batsman and pushed him on his back foot. Now is the time for the Yorker.
Let's see what this
Richardson. Or the slow ball. Here is Richardson. Ball to Mohan. Again, the rule gone off of there. Could have easily been played on there. Much a ball that was pitched up, full on inland, coming off the inside edge. And just trickling out there on the onside. No one result in the score remains on 32. It goes up over number 5. The 32 for 2. Josiah John went for 6. And Oliver Walker, his opening partner, for 13. 2 batsmen, Leon Lee and Mohan at the crease. Here is Jadel to Mohan. To the delivery, he's driving up the chart. No run result in the bowler's feeling is followed to the end of over number 5. And at the end of 5, it is the Farrington Super Sixers defending 142. The pointers, they are 32 for 2. The next voice you're going to hear is that of a Tony Fleming in the comment seat, and in the hot chair it is going to be none other than the man in the right.
Driving through the covers, a fantastic shot through the covers before it was pitched up by Ferguson and it raced away through the cover gap and went all the way for 4 runs.
Using the pace of Ferguson as well, and there is no one on the sweeper boundary there, so ball rolling into the fence, and 4 good runs to be pointed, making sure that they are going to welcome those runs. They've lost 2 wickets already, one being one of the key batters in Walker, and they are certainly sure not going to look to concede anymore of their wickets this afternoon as they chase the score.
It's Ferguson looking to recover from that, and they put a sweeper on the offside, so a bit of a ploy there. Recover for Ferguson. He does want a very wide line, so they're giving him some cover on the offside. It's Ferguson into Lake, and Lake heaves this one up and over by the wicket. That's going to be 4 runs. It's almost pitched up, and Lake this time went the other side. Got the line, slapped it up and over the mid-wicket field up. 4 more.
Nice. Watching it over there, Cow Corner. No fielder over there, and just pulling that one just from outside the offense. Just really finding the areas there, just about the last quarter from the power play, correct? Yes. And using the advantage with the fielders set in, pulling that one, getting 4 good runs for the team.
Ferguson's going to have to adjust. It's Michael Ferguson, the bowler for Super Sixers. One down to a short extra. Looking for a quick single and he gave up the ghost. But luckily for him, the captain Dimitri Adams missed the shot at the stumps. He had given up halfway down the track, but Adams was not able to hit the stumps, and he's going to pick up one more.
Why, if he was just thinking that he was just going to get to the other end easily, I would want to think that having played that ball, they should have set up a lot quicker, almost given his wicket where he had it been a direct hit, he would have been caught into him right here this afternoon. So he lives to fight on.
Ferguson, I went to ball to Mohan. Mohan's Jervis one down towards the long off field, maybe a bit aerial, but the field is deep, so he'll pick up a single. So Mohan moves on to 7, I believe. And the score is 42 now for 2.
That's 42 for 2. The Farrington Super Sixers defending 142. They scored in the allotment of 20 overs. The Pointers are at the moment chasing, going at a good rate so far. Just the wickets column for sure. And what they would have liked.
Is a considerable crowd built up in the western stand as it's Ferguson into Lake. Lake comes across and is caught behind. Dion goes up. Umpire's finger goes up as well. That's the end of Leon Lake. He doesn't like the decision, but he has to walk. It was pitched up by Ferguson, swung away just a bit, and it looked like Lake. He doesn't think he touched it, but the umpire did, the wicketkeeper did, and that's the end of Leon Lake.
Saying that he don't think that he would have touched it. He's throwing his hands all up in the air. But just looking at one umpire that had no hesitation, using that dreaded finger. The Farrington Super Sixers here, they're in a huddle, believing that they would have picked up another wicket. Pointers risk enough, but losing quite a number of wickets as well. And as you said, the crowd has built up nicely and built up just about the biggest we have seen. So both teams, so this one has its supporters there looking on this. This is her win. Yes, Karma.
It's going to be Herbert. He went before the Pointers. He is a very capable all-rounder. He's a ball a few in the first innings. He's going for 20 runs. Against exact figures in a second. We did see Herbert. He bowled 4 overs and all of 21 runs. So he was very economical. He'll hope that they bring the opposite of that in his batting innings. He'll hope to send the bowlers for quite a few. With the dismissal of Leon Lake, another one of the premier batsmen for the Pointers, he's really going to have to step up in this game as it's Ferguson into Herbert, and he comes across and blocks this one down very comfortably. And at the end of over number 6, the Pointers, a spot of ball, but they are 42 for 3.
42 for 3. 6. And Ferguson, while Jada was the one who was steaming down with all the pace, Ferguson has been the man to really collect the wickets and have 3 wickets already in the bag. How he has considered in terms of the runs, but picking up 3 vital wickets here for his team.
This bowling combination is very similar to what the West Indies are working with right now in the test scene, with Gary steaming away from one and Rose just hitting the line and picking up the wickets from the other end. It's going to be Richardson to continue. He's going to bowl all 4 now. He's bowling out all 4 of his overs. It's going to be Richardson. Steams away from us now, into bowl to Mohan. Mohan is driving this one down the ground and they're going to pick up a single. So this one a bit fuller, not as short as he's been bowling previously. When I get a single on this occasion, scores out to 43 for 3. It's Richardson. It's not going to go to Herbert, and Herbert is living dangerous. He doesn't have on a helmet, and Richardson is bowling some serious pace here. So living dangerously is Herbert, and I think Richardson is going to be aiming for that chin area.
Yeah, living dangerously, and we see that he is the great master blaster, Viv Richards. He's Herbert side is a little bit on the elder side of things, but we'll see.
It's Richardson in the ball to Herbert. This one short again, and Herbert is back and blocking this one down circumspectly, straight to the short point fielder run. So you can see that Richardson is really aiming for not over the head, but the shoulder chin area, that height there. Not wanting to bowl a wider on the ball. It's going to be J.L. Richardson, the top scorer of the tournament now. Takes up with Richardson into ball to Herbert. This one is full line. This one inside edge, is it? All the appeals go up. Everyone's hands are up except the umpires.
Yes, everyone is up in arms, but the most important person in that decision is umpire Mr. Ralph Hodge, certainly on move at his end. And Jill then walked back to his mark.
Great swinging ball, there's some serious inward movement. And full Herbert. Now Herbert sticks away. I think he's starting to feel the pressure building up. He had a short one, he had another short one, and one to jack back into him. Starting to feel the pressure. It's Richardson now. Into ball to Herbert. This one's short again. This time not as well directed as he would have liked. Down the leg side, wide signal. So 44-3 are the pointers from the southwestern area of the island, and across other part, you see the pace of the Swiss is a bit too much for them at the moment. Richardson steams away into ball to Herbert. This was down the left side again and wide again. And Richardson is a bit upset because he knows he bowled a better line than that. It's a bit misdirected. I think that's what happens when you bowl 4 hours on the trot. Your arms get a bit tight, your shoulders get a bit tighter, and
just trying a little bit too hard, and I didn't thought that he had that Herbert as well.
Richardson into ball to Herbert. This one is fuller and down the leg side again. Another wide for the pointers. And I think we're seeing Dan Proctor's warming up as well for the Super 6, another pacer. So look at they'll be continuing this pace attack. St. Jill, he's taking up his mark. He's looking to realign himself. He's been a bit wayward this over. Pretty uncharacteristic of him.
Yeah, since that appeal went by the wayside as for the umpire right Hodge to judge Albaniano, Jada has been
It's Jada into ball to Herbert. So pitched up and driven to the mid-off region, and they pick up a single. Was stopped there by Proctor in the mid-off field. And you're going to be 47 in over number 7, I believe it is. It's Richardson. Ball in his 4th. Having pretty good figures. Although we can see a Richardson into ball. To more, and it's an edge put down by the wicketkeeper Dion Will. It was a rather tight chance. It steamed away towards him, and he wasn't able to get his glove wrapped around it. He only was able to bat it down, and it took a bounce. The 4th arrived at the fielder. So the end of over number 7, and the pointers are 47 for 3.
47 for 3. Number 7, the begging be able to keep the guys into his right, but not being able to kept it in his glove where he got good, but wasn't able to hold on. Ball rolling further down to the field that they had slipped, and it seemed as though whether if he was trying to cheat on the onside, and just got caught out a little bit, couldn't get back to the offside to effect that catch.
Step toward the leg so that then when the ball came off the edge and dive back away, shot it to his right, and he wasn't able to make it. So they focused to continue. Focusing from the city, and they believe, and he's going to be interpol to Herbert. So outside off and cut away now. The sweeper on the offside and should only be a single. It's not as express pace as Jalen Richardson, but he's picking up the rewards with his consistent length of line.
And I think all these things are rolling into his final over as well.
Swapping the mid-wicket and the midfielder going back to a long one now, so it's going to be Ferguson's. There's all the wickets in the over. They now have 3 men. As it's Ferguson now, interval to Norman. One is driving down towards extra cover on a good stop there. No, doesn't stop it fully. But a hand but couldn't keep it in front of him, and it trickled down to the long-off region for a single. So it brings Hubbard back in the charge. Hubbard back in the he's standing on a ball for the stop with the back outside off. I think Ferguson trying to target that. He's focusing into Hubbard, and he is flicking this one away down to short and wicket to pick up a single again. So 40 50 is up for the Pointers, and they're going to have some chase on their hands if they want to chase this 144 victory. It's Ferguson into Mohan White. This is one a bit high, and to the sweep on the offside. They'll put up a single. Slight partnership building between these two batsmen.
Just trying to consolidate the
Ferguson to Hogan. So he's swinging back in a little bit, and they single as a ball towards the middle field. And this took it over quite well, but the 3 wickets for the first
you're running.
It's Ferguson. Driving down they won't pick up the second run, and at the end of over number 8, the Pointers are 53 for 3.
53 for 3.
The spinners, the Adams brothers, they opened the batting, and now they're going to be opening the spin, I believe. I think that's Dimitri is going to be starting here from the commentary end, the captain Dimitri Adams. Very difficult to tell them apart from this distance, but the sleeves that they're wearing is the only way I can tell them apart right now. Dimitri's sleeves are just a bit darker than Dimitrius's. It's going to be Dimitri wearing the cap and the number 4 on his back. into ball now to Mohan. Hits his one away down towards the mid-wicket region. They're going to come back for a second, a very powerful throw, but maybe to the wrong end, you have to say. As what was on his way very quickly. They're going to pick up 2 runs. It's Dimitri. Into ball to Mohan. This one is forward and a good turn there by Dimitri. A misjudged shot there. They're just poking his back out there, wasn't able to make much contact. It's going to be Dimitri Adams, the captain of the Super Sixers. Runs away from us here into ball to Mohan. Mohan looking to heave this one up the leg side, but again the turn is deceiving him just a bit. There's a lot in this pitch for the spinners and the pacers. We saw some bounce earlier, and now we're seeing a bit of turn from this the commentary, and it's Adams into Mohan. He hits that line again just outside the off stop, and Mohan is having a hard time making contact. And that's why we're walking away here from this set. Adams. Now with the ball. It's flighted up and just hit directly into the ground. No run again. So it's a good work being done here by Dimitri Adams. Adams again. Pass the umpire punch into ball to Mohan. Well, looking to heave again. Turned away from him again. And at the end of the over, the pointers are 55.
9 overs and the pointers are chasing just over 143. 45 for 3. Adams there just allowing 1 run off of his first over. So the pointers have certainly got their work cut out for them here this afternoon. If they are the ability to maximum points and getting to that 143 that they set by the Sixers. And so far, a good start by Adams. Back to commentary position. The Marlon ball is
Match 9 overs completed for the pointers. 55 for 3. And the spinners are in operation from both ends. We have the seamers, Ferguson picking up 3 wickets. And Georgia Richardson also being bowled out. So it's just time with the spinners. Dimitri Adams operating from the commentary box, and then now we have looks like Raymond from the far end. That's the leg spinner. Yeah, he was the gentleman who I saw last 2 matches ago, and I really enjoyed. He was good, yes. That leg spinner. Yeah. So this should be a good contest. I always like to see leg spinners in operation. Farrington going at 143 for victory. 55 for 3. Here is Raymond Adams short, and this one is hoist out the back of square. There's a man posted there. That's Danny Proctor. Comes off the boundary, deep backward square, sends the return into the keeper's end, and 1 more to the batsman Robert. It's 56 now. 56 in the course of the 10th over, 56 to 3. As the leg spinner Adams from that far end again, it swung out to mid-wicket this time. There's the man in the deep mid-wicket position. One of the Adams. That looks like Demetrius. Gets the return in. And Herbert, Dimitri, that was out there, yes, Dimitri. 2 more runs there to Herbert. It's 58 for 3. Spinner goes this one up, and the batsman just coming rather hurriedly forward, not really confident. Good delivery that time by the leg spinner. Perhaps that could even possibly from here, could have been the goblin. Here is the right arm leg break ball looking over the wicket to the right hand and Herbert. Loops this one up nicely and this spins away this time. This is a great contest. This is good. I'm loving this. I am loving this. I'm always delighted. I get excited when I see leg break ball. Using the wrist and all the guy. 58 for 3. The pointers going at 143. Here is Adams in now, short hand. He goes back and pulls this one out to mid-wicket, but there's a man posted there. Dimitri, and Herbert gets another run. 59 now. 59 is the score of 3 in the course of the 10th over. Still some overs left. I need to score quite a bit. Just a solitary slip back for
short extra cover, long on, shots. Cricket, he goes back and gets this off the outer corner of the bat, down to backward point, short third man. Another single there for Mohan. 60 it is now. 60 at the end of over number 10. Going at 143, the pointers. They're 60 for 3 total.
60 for 3, the pointers. We're at the halfway juncture. Just a little bit better than what the Farrington Super Sixers had when they went their turn at bat at the halfway point. But they've got quite a lot of work to do, because we have seen spin being introduced from both ends. Both Adams boys, aside from those three balls that was run into the hand side, Adams has seems to have found his leg right on target. They bowling his leg spin from the road end, the city end, that is.
Just comparatively speaking, after 10 overs, the Farrington Super Sixers now have 10 overs of 45-1. After 10 overs, the pointers needing to score 143 for the Sixers to get all the wickets and restrict them under 143. After 10 for the pointers, they're 60 for 3, losing Josiah John LBW scores Farrington. Ferguson, I beg you, for 6. Oliver Walker caught Dimitri Adams for Ferguson for 13, was 19 for 1, 23 for 2. And Liam Lake, the captain, caught wicket keeper. Ferguson, 9, 42 for 3. We are into the drinks break at the moment. The pointers 60. It is for the loss of 3 wickets. Starting with the opening bowlers, Richardson. Jordan Richardson, who got his 3rd consecutive half-century when he batted. Starting with Richardson and Ferguson. Seam has been bowled up. Utilizing the 4 overs on the trot. So skipper Dimitri using up his quick bowlers, his opening bowlers. And now it will be the turn of the spinners here. Dimitri himself operating from the commentary box in the northern end of the ground. And the leg spinner, Raymond Adams, operating from the far end. So as we speak, the front staff just doing a quick mopping up jobs and sweeping up the batting and return creases, the bowling and batting creases. This is the Premier T20 Cricket League, into its 3rd week here at the James Ronald West. Certainly the number of spectators picking up the cars on the southern side of the ground here. Quite a few addicts behind us. It's quite behind us here. It's a cool afternoon now. Lost the sunshine. Just a moment, some clouds gathering towards the south. West. Just a cloud. There is a wind and a cloud. In between the white clouds. The weather cool afternoon. Tony, perhaps you can give me the total for what this is.
He's got 14 and
Mohan is 14 and 8 for Robert. And it will be Dimitri. Pick up the attack, process the commentary box in. Still some sweeping it down to the southern end of the pitch. Of the ground star. Remember the ground star. White t-shirt, white hat and shorts. Just jogging off way in the distance toward the southern side screen. Dimitri Adams, the captain of the Farrington Super Sixers, the only mid-team in the competition thus far. And looking no doubt for another victory in the competition. The pointers looking for victory number 2. If they win here today, it will be their 2nd win in the competition. Herbert has 8. Mohan will be the batsman on strike. He has 14. After 10 overs, the pointers needed to get 143. Or the Sixers needed to get all the wickets or restrict them to under 142. As Mohan takes strikes, Fireball is about to get there. Here is Dimitri outside the line of the offside, playing out to the man at point. a bit of work there, very quickly fielded by Demetrius. Point, there was no bounce. Short point, there's a seam underneath the boundary. Wideish mid-on, also wideish, deep backward square, long on and a long off. This one is outside the off, some driven, passes the man, it's a bad hop there. The man in at that short comes straight into the cover. That's Terry Adams, got a bad blow, a bad bounce, that passing. It's not often you see that. So Mohan, that should be Herbert, gets a single, takes his personal contribution onto 9, and the score by 1 for 61 now for 3. Mohan, who's on 14, comes into strike. It's the off spinner, number 4 in the back of his jersey, right arm over the wicket. Holds this one outside the line of the off stump. Comes off the outer portion of the bat, thick outside edge, down to the man at short third man. Ball traveling pretty quickly along the surface, and no run picked up there. 61 for 3. Over number 11 of 20 in progress. Dimitriana in. Holds this one outside the line of the off stump. Batsman going forward and a mighty whack, looking to smash that through mid-wicket. Missed the ball completely. The keeper standing up with the bails off. Now doing the repairs. Umpire Jack Webster coming in momentarily, but now he's retreating. Left arm outstretched. Dimitri goes in now and bowls this one up outside the line of the off stump. Driven out to the long off area. Easy single for Mohan. Takes him to 15. It's 62 now for 3. And we're still in the course of the 11th over. Very good afternoon here for cricket at James Ronald Webster Park. The Premier T20 Cricket League. Adams outside the off stump, coming back into the right-handed batsman. Herbert trots forward, pushes the ball into the offside field. Tony, 11 overs completed. 62 is the score for the loss of 3 good pointers here against the Farrington
62 for 3 after 11 overs, chasing a total of 143 for victory. And certainly they're trying to handle the spin as well as they could, but they really need to get as close to the score as possible. They will definitely need to get them something this afternoon. Nice, cool atmosphere for cricket, and they certainly should be pushing it deep.
Have you seen a 6 today? I think maybe one 6 all day. There's a whole raining of 6s here today. It's Adams, the leg spinner. Was this one a full toss really? Swung out to backward, square out to mid wicket. There's a man on the boundary there. Really missed out on that one. Thought he would have done better with that one, Mahan. Really a full toss, a loose one. Must have slipped from the finger of Raymond Adams, the leg spinner. Wrist spinner. One more to the total though, 63 it is in the over number 12. This one is a good delivery this time, and then goes down on one leg, begging, pleading with umpire Jack Webster, who's not interested. There was Herbert, who's coming onto the front foot, who's got 9. Not interested. 63 for 3. This one is that good delivery. He's got him. He's got him. And he goes down at the leg spinner. Clearly looking to turn it into the outside. I think that one would have straightened it. Appeared from here to have just straightened it. He perhaps was playing for turn, but there wasn't any turn. He was slightly faster and flatter, lower trajectory, and he just skidded onto him and struck him in front. And the umpire had his finger up in a flash, Tony. Fourth wicket goes down to the score 63.
No hesitation at all. Pointers sink further into the abyss of chasing this score here this afternoon. Veteran batsman, former national player as well, Robert Boyd. A lot of damage to the score, just scoring 9. But the split between the Adams boys here, both Riedel and Dimitri, they certainly doing a number here on the pointers batsmen here this afternoon, and they actually have lost the better part of their batting order so far. So I think it's going to be a tough task for them chasing the remainder of the
Yes, some of the suggesting that Hunters may not even get to 100, but it's left to be seen. It's good over again, 63 for 4. So wicket to win over here. Over is still not completed for Raymond Adams, getting the wicket of the veteran player. Herbert
the batsman. Henry Prince, it looks like. Yes, the ball keeps fairly big up. Got a bit around the midsection. We're bowling here. Stiff breeze coming across the ground from east to west. Leg spinner bowling from that far, and we'll be getting some movement in the air. Ball would certainly be doing something. Pushing with the breeze across the right-handed batsman. He comes and hooks this one up, and a delivery. This he was going back to this one when he ought to have been coming forward, but he keeps it down nonetheless. In and out into the man there at short extra cover. Terry Adams fields, and there is no run. So the keeper standing up a slip, close catchers. There's Prince the batsman. It's a 63 for 4. Being over number 12. This one goes to swing to mid-wicket, takes another body. Ball is ricochets off the body in front of him. The end of over number 12. After 12 overs, the Pointers are 6-3 for the loss of 4 wickets.
Good over there by Adams again, the leggy coming from the city end. Having the batsman in Prince in all sorts of trouble after having getting the leg before decision there against Robert. Really not giving anything away at all here to the incoming batsman. And certainly the Pointers, as we see going on to the pitch, to carry some drink of water and maybe some instructions as to get things moving, because the over is certainly going swiftly.
Mohan has dispensed with his helmet and is taking up his cap. So the spinners are on, no real fear. So the helmet has been given to the emergency fields man for the Pointers. 63 for 4 as we start over number 13. Dimitri Adams will continue from the commentary box end. Zinnan bows this one to Mohan, who drives to the man Terry Adams at extra cover. Straight to him, the ball shot in very quickly, all along the ground. There is no run. Mohan is on 15. Prince is yet to score. He's the non-strike. As Adams goes in, goes on right up again. He drives again to Adams. So it's been Dimitri Adams to Mohan to Terry Adams. Last 2 deliveries in that pattern. The right-arm bowler. Getting a little bit of improvement. This one is carried up and he hoists this one nicely out of mid-wicket. There's a man posted there. The field has been very well set. Slight fumbling, but the batsman not capitalizing. Now they're looking at a fumble. The ball back into the bowler. But just the single taken there by Mohan. Mohan goes to 16. And they're scoring by 1 now to 64. So there's been certainly an appreciable drop in the scoring rate at this time. Don't know the extent of the batting of the Pointers, how deep the batting goes for the Pointers. Prince it is now, facing up and he drives this one. Terry Adams misfields. Not often we see that from Tar Adams. He's usually a very sharp fieldsman, not happy with himself. You see him just a little shake of the head there. So Prince is off the mark. 65 it is now, 65 for the loss of 4 in over number 13. Been bowled by Dimitri Adams, the captain of the Farrington. Prince is 1, 16 to Mohan. Dimitri goes a full toss. It's played back at the spear on the outside, knocked down by his brother. Not picking up, moving smartly with his left Dimitrius. The single easily taken there by Mohan, takes him to 17. And the score by 1 now to 66. The boundaries, quite a few of them. This one is in high there, but it's still unsafe. Out to deep extra cover. Should get a couple here. The throw goes into the keeper's end. It's a strong throw, but they were able to pick up 2 runs. So 2 runs there to Prince. Looking to get that high over the offside field and getting 2 runs. Dimitri comes to the end of his over. 68 it is for 4 after 13 overs completed. Prince has 2 and Mohan has 17 the batsman.
Yes, so doing it in singles certainly showed that when I work for the Pointers, they are really looking to bounce back from that loss against the Beamers and to put themselves in a good position in getting to the finals, but having some trouble chasing this 143 runs to victory as we see Raymel to continue from the city end.
Well, it is the right arm leg break, rolling over the wicket. This one he looks up and is driven off the outer portion of the bat down to that third man, very fine third man. They turn for one and they will come back quite easily for two. So 2 more runs there to Mohan. He goes to 19 and the score on by 2 now to 72. 70, yes, 74. In the course of over number 14. Raymel it is, right arm, leg break bowler. This one comes into the arm, faster flat a little bit, nudging to the other side of the short bank of square. This forward is still up higher. And Mohan gets another run. Goes to 20 now. It's 71 to 4. Prince, number 606 on his jersey. Base is up. I think this will be the first time to Raymel Adams. This one is looped up nice, then he slashes this one through the extra cover position. They get one, they turn in for one. They're looking for two and they'll get it quite easily. So there's a bit of fumbling by the man underneath. And then 2 more runs there to the burly figure of Prince. Takes him on to 4. And the pointer's on by 2 to 73 now for 4. Adams it is. Again, this one is outside the off stump. He goes back with the leg spinner. Spun past the outer portion of the bat. Not taken cleanly, but stopped effectively by the keeper standing up. Mr. Solitary slip. Heel well spread for the right arm leg break bowler. Eatman wicket right back on the fence. Square leg on the fence. This one is hit high out to the man at long on. He's settling on it. Oh, he misses it completely. Misses it completely. They're turning for the second run. That's a terrible miss by who's that out in the beat there? Ferguson. Wow. For a moment he thought he had that looked so comfortable. He settled under it nicely and just took a bit and hold on to it. The ball hit his hand and ricocheted. And 2 more runs to Prince. 2 more runs for the Pointers. They've gone down to 75, Tony. 75 for 4. Prince goes to 6. And with him, Mohan, his partner, the non-striker, he's got 20. So Adams should have had a second wicket. This one is hit high after the deep edge cover position. The fieldsman makes a mark of it, but there's a man covering in the sweeper in the beat. That's Gator Richardson. And Prince gets himself a couple more runs. He goes to 8. And the score now on by 2 to 77. 77 it is. 77 for 4. After 14 overs. 14 overs, 77 for 4.
77 for 4. And Michael over there on the long on boundary had a very easy, I would say, dolly catch, got under it, but for some reason didn't position his hand well enough to keep it in his grasp. Ball ricocheting some distance, and they were able to collect some 2 runs. And then we saw a gallant effort there by the fielder there. Again, just trying to make a catch out that one, but weren't able to do so. Here we see Adams again.
This one is down the onside, down to deep backward square for the right-handed. That's Mohan. Takes him to 22, I make it. And it's 79 for 4. Comparatively speaking, after 14 overs, after 14, the Super Sixers were 80 for 1. So here is Dimitri now into the batsman who drives straight into the hands of Terry Adams as extra cover. He gleefully takes it and lobs the ball in the air gleefully. Another wicket falls, that of Mohan, looking to drive, not getting to the pitch. He drove it in the air. Terry Adams with those big hands of his popped it and just gleefully threw the ball up in the air. So another wicket goes down here for the Pointers. They are now 79 for the loss of 5, Tony, in the course of the 15th over.
For the trouble here this afternoon, Terry Adams had to move. A foot just had to bend a little bit, and into his grasp was that catch. over 143 for victory. Certainly looking far out of hand as we see the new batsmen coming into the wicket now. The Farrington Super Sixers certainly looking very spirited in the field, and certainly think that they on their way in winning game number 3.
The Farrington Super Sixers picking up wicket number 5, 79 it is. For 5, that looks like who? Garvey Lake? Yeah. Yes, it is. Garvey Lake. Powerful figure, the brother of Leon Lake. So Garvey Lake takes his guard from umpire Ralph Hodge. We are still in the course of over number 15. Garvey Lake settles and looks up at Dimitri. Just got the wicket there. Mohan. This one is scoops in the air. It should be a cut. Oh, it just loosened. The throw goes to the keeper's end. There could have been a run out. Oh, it's all happening here. Tanti Merle style. The ball was just knocked back. Looking to turn, came off the leading edge. Diving effort there of Dimitri went over him. He picked the ball up, then threw it to the keeper's end, looking for a run out. But the batsman just made it home. So Garvey Lake gets off the mark is 1. It's now 80. For the loss of 5. Dimitri goes in, bowls this one to Prince, who goes back. Misses this one completely, looking to force it through the offside field, and it's taken behind by the keeper. Over number 15 in progress, been bowled from this week. Commentary boxer. It's Dimitri Adams, the captain of the Farrington Super Sixers in operation. Here he is, goes in, bowls this one. It's hit high in the air with the split catch, out to wide, long on. It's taken by Jaden Richardson. Wicket number 6, Prince goes, looking to hoist this out over long on, wide long on, but held out in the teeth. Very well judged catch by Jaden Richardson. Wicket number 6 goes down. The Pointers in further trouble, struggling, looking to get 143 for victory. They are now 80 for the loss of 6, Tony.
Yes, the Pointers seem further into trouble. Well judged catch there by Jaden Richardson. At one point I thought this one was coming over with Keats and we could have actually get our hands to catch that one, but Jaden was the man under it, didn't let it go at all, took it and took it well, and there's another wicket going there for Adams, and the Pointers now, as you see Arnold walking to the wicket. The Pointers as one score didn't reach him. Not sure whether or not they were going to get to 100. At 80 for 6, they are suffering some serious trouble.
So we're going to make way for.
And I'm going to make some space for Alkins as well.
Alkins will come in. So 80 for 6. 80 for 6. Pointers going at 140. So 80 for 6 are the Pointers, and a bit of a spot of bother, you have to say. More than a bit of a spot of bother. They are going to require a bit of a miracle if they want to chase this one down. It's Adams to continue. Adams into bowl, and we're going to heave this one up and over down to the mid-on fielder. He'll pick up a single with the batsman. I believe that was 80. So score moves on to 81. 81 for 6. Yes, only the batsman's name. It's going to be Nardell Lake, the spin bowler for the Pointers. So in the 15, the Pointers are 81 for 6. So 81 for 6 are the Pointers. Good afternoon to Mr. Rogers.
Yes, pleasant good afternoon. The Pointers here almost committing suicide. 5 wickets down, and doesn't 6 wickets down. Wow. Really suicide. And it really will take Garvey hitting a number of 6s to get him home.
It's Adams or Panther Adams. It's a ball to Garvey Lake. He's looking for a big heave, and he's stumped. Brilliant walk behind the stumps there by Dion Williams, the wicketkeeper. He saw the batsman's leg was a bit in the air, took off the bails, and that's the end of Garvey Lake.
Wow. Well, as I said, they were really tumbling. And Garvey, who is a strong man and who is one batsman who could have hit them out of some trouble. But they have really gone down the miles here. And it's going to really take almost a miracle to take them from this position to victory. But this game has turned out to be a very funny game in terms of when the Farrington first started their batting. They went very slow, and at this juncture they probably was just around 70 something, 80. And 96. Then the the pointers, they started much quicker, but then they slowed, and all of a sudden they just started losing wickets. And now it's down to a point. See, the liner must be going in. Unless he can give some big points, try to hit the ball hard, I really don't see the pointers getting up to 140 something, I think. 43.
Well,
it's going to be very difficult.
It's going to depend on Zara Joseph kind of not just swing the bit and hope for the best. It's going to be Adams now. Into ball to Buston. Buston is forward and wrapped on the pass there. And all the way through to the keeper. He had his bat very close to the pad and the ball was nowhere near. It's going to be Adams walking away now, hitting his line and left. Into ball to Bussington. And this delivery, Bussington is playing it forward and will drop short of Michael down there at the long on boundary and they'll pick up a single. So Muslim is off the mark. It's going to be Adams now to Northern League. The other new batsman for the Pointers. It's going to be Adams. Tucks the ball onto one. Interval to Lake. Lake looking to sweep this one down towards the backward point region. Good pace on that one down. And a bit of footwork being shown here by Dan Proctor. He does well. Gets it into this to the stumps now and they pick up two. So good work there by Proctor down at the backward square boundary.
Yes, good work by Proctor. For a moment you thought that he might not have gotten there, but obviously played a bit of football.
They have some good footwork. It's going to be Adams. Take a bit of time though. Now he's running past the umpire Webster to go to Northern. Northern is back again looking to cut, but cutting wildly and missing. Upon the Charlie Hart, she was cutting Kane there. All the way through to the keeper Williams. It's going to be Adams. Into ball to Lake. Lake is cutting down towards the backward point fielder and they pick up a quick single. So with the running in, the score is on to 85 now for 7. At the end, after 16 overs, the Pointers are 85 for 7.
85 for 7. And I'm really looking down the barrel of a gun. The Pointers here. As I just have to go through my sponsors, Anguilla, Zemi Beach, Frangipani, Cousinard, they're all gold sponsors. Anguilla Air Services, National Commercial Bank of Anguilla, D20 Enterprises, Digicel, Conrad Rogers, Carita, Walgreen, Lindholm, ladies who were here earlier, English Rose, Tropical Distributors, Best Buy Supermarket, Keisha Webster Carty, Central Super Red, Chris Cutler, and I'll get back after this delivery.
It looks like it will be Demetrius Adams now introduced into the attack. And this one is off, no, it's off the keepers, a wide signal by umpire Hodge. So what starts off with by Demetrius Adams. It looks like he thought that the ball came off the batsman's pad, but the umpire judged it to be off the keeper's pad. So 2 runs added to the total of the Pointers and it's to 87. So it's Demetrius Adams walking away now from the same end as his brother in the country. It's Demetrius. The surveying the field now runs away from us into ball to Mussington. Mussington is forward and driving circumspectly right down the track straight to the bowl on this time here, but they're a bit high on that occasion. No, and they'll step up for a single actually. So 88 on the pointers. They're 88 at into the 17th over. And a similar juncture, the Super Sixers after 17 or 112. So fairly behind. It's Adams into Lake. Lake is down to sweep very powerfully, but they'll be fielded well there and thrown in by the fielder on the deep, the wicket boundary. So only a single. It's Demetrius Adams working away quickly. A little bit of field adjustment being made. It's Raymel Adams. They throw in, they pick up 2 runs. So the 90s of 91 now, or the pointers 91 for 7.
Yes, 91 for 7. Delano, they're trying his best, and that's all he could do right now because Farrington has got grip on this game.
Adams to Buster, who edges this one away down to third man, short third man. He'll pick up a single. So the pointers are going to have a lot of work to do in order to chase down the 143 set by the Super Sixers. Adams now into Lake, who guides this one down towards the short point, and you know, maybe a bit casual getting back to his ground, but back safe. And at the end of over number 17, the pointers are 92 for 7.
Well, 92 for 7. Really a tall order here with just 3 overs to go. So they'll have to score like 17 runs and over, somewhere in that region, to get up to 143. And it's not going to be easy for them. As I continue with my sponsors, Best Buy Supermarket, Keisha Webster Cargill Central, Super Red, Chris Cutler, Tackle Box, KJ's Restaurant, Sita Walters, Class FM, Radio Anguilla, Clean Stream, Lloyd's Live. I think I might have covered most of them. And we want to say thanks to all our sponsors. We're still looking for more, because the more prizes we can offer to our players, to encourage them to continue playing, to take up some sport, whatever it may be, whether it's cricket, football, basketball, cycling, tennis, athletics, and you name it, whatever they take up just to keep our young people occupied. Very important if this nation is to thrive. So coming down to the latter part of this match, it really will require Herculean effort by these 2 batsmen, and I'm not sure they have the requisite skills.
It's going to be damn practical, is it? Looks wrapped on the pads there.
Bryson.
It's going to be Bryson the bowler. Actually, he's also pretty quick, and maybe I think it's surprising just a bit as to how fast the ball came onto him. He was very slow getting the bat down and was wrapped on the pads there, but maybe going on the leg side. So it's Bryson, the new bowler for the Super Sixers. I don't think he's bowled much for the tournament, but he does have some pretty good pace on him. Runs in very quick pace, but he sprints in, you have to say.
Yes, he sprints in, and it's really interesting to see that even with that pace, he still is able to get into that jump and to deliver with some pace still.
It's Bryson. Bryson run towards us into goal to Washington, and this one down the leg side, and will be signaled a wide by umpire Webster. So 93 is the score. As you see, the ground staff getting prepared to cover the pitch after this one is over. The likes of Bottom Blacks and the rest of the ground crew. It's Bryson into into ball to Boston. This one's on the leg side again and another wide. So very bustling action, very busy bowler he is.
Busy bowler, but I think he need first to, he just come on, he need first to build. So he need first to get a line and length and develop on his pace and not just try to rush in and bowl quick and bowl so well.
Bryson steams in. So down the leg side again, and this time John Williams cannot stop it. It's all the way down to the front leg boundary, and they will run two. So good running by Glenn Mussington. He picks up two in addition to the wide. So 97, I believe the score is now. 97%.
That is his one. Third or fourth delivery. So this is a very humble one.
I think it's only ball one
legitimate part. So he has a long over here. And I don't envy him.
Steaming in to Boston. Most of them is wrapped on the pad, maybe an inside edge there, and they'll pick up a single. Yes, a run signal by the umpire, so there was an inside edge onto the pad. 98 for 7. And it wasn't done as whether they were crossing the 100 run mark, but they have done it. They are looking like they're going to do it.
It's drawing close.
It's Bryson. Now into ball to Nardell. And Lake is hitting this one high, but doesn't have the distance right down the throat of the long on field. I believe it was Dimitri Adams. And that's the end of Nardell Lake's innings.
Yes, a good attempt there by Nardell. He's not usually that type of batsman, but he realized that in order for his team to win, he had to do something or get out of the wicket, and he tried going over the top. Unfortunately, he met a very agile young Adams, and he came across, covered some distance, and was able to take a pretty good catch. It's not always easy to take those running catches, but he did quite easily, and the end of Nardell. So the pointers here falling further in the mire, not really doing as well as one would have hoped they would have, seeing that the total set by the Farrington Super Sixers was not a huge total. It was always going to be a testing total, but it wasn't a huge total. But the approach by the pointers, I don't think they approached the game or the total the way they should have. And in the end now they're struggling. At some stage they had to realize the more wickets you lose, the more difficult it would be for you.
So you have to question the batting lineup as well, the order of the batting. But this is umpire stepping across to the new batsman.
Yes, the order and also the discipline. And I think those two things are crucial, because they switched up the order. Leon Lake, who was accustomed to opening, he batted at 4.
It's going to be Bryson into ball to Mussington. This was a full toss and off the edge, but straight to sharp third man. Broke in decision, but Demetrius was a bit slow retrieving the ball there. And this kept looking for a single, so they get to 99.
Yes, 99.
99 for 8. 99 for 8 are the pointers. And I think it's fair to say it's game over for them. It's not looking very likely that they'll have much of a chance to chase down the 144 needed for victory.
43. 44.
33. It's going to be Bryson. It's a new batsman who swings and swings widely. And it's going to be a wide signal. So it's going to be a very long over for Bryson.
Very long over for Bryson. Has not really picked up any line, any length, but he's just hustling, trying to finish the over, and as a result, he has been bowling a very long over.
Since Bryson now into ball to John, the new batsman. John is heaving up and over the extra cover region, and they will cross the 100 mark, and they will get to 101. So 2 runs for the pointers. 102 actually score, yes, 102 for the pointers, corrected by the scorer Livingston Clifton. So 102 are the pointers. It's going to be Bryson. Very long over for him. Runs now into ball to John, and that's another wide.
How many balls he bowls so far?
He's pretty much giving away.
He's writing out the scorebook.
Over. I think we can see where Bryson has not bowled as much
9 balls he bowled
tournament so far, because his line is not looking good at all. Bryson now into ball to John, and he's bowling. A bit of a makeup delivery. He reached just before the ball. He reached his run up, and I think that one there played the benefits. There goes the off stop, and that's the end of John.
Yes, end of John. Tried hard for his team, but certainly didn't have the skills necessary at this juncture to really score the type of run. Is that the end of the over? Yeah. End of the over. So, in essence, the end of the 18th over, and they require another 40 or thereabout. So you're talking about 20 runs and over from here. So a very tall over, a tall order, sorry. You need to hit at least 4 sixes and for the first 20, and another 3 sixes for the next over. So some sixes must go down in this over, otherwise it's close. It's over. It's over. Over and done for the pointers. But a well played and a good contest it was between the pointers and the Farrington Super Sixers. Both teams at different junctures had a very good chance of going ahead and winning this match. But a word is going out to Delano to tell him to do the impossible.
No, he's changing his hat.
Oh, he's changing his hat. Oh, interesting.
If you look like an over from Bryson, he bowled about 10 balls in the over. Maybe about 3 good balls,
yes.
The 2 wickets.
Well, obviously, Delano will not be going at the bowling now to change your helmet for a hat, which means that he really cannot try the type of strokes that he would want.
It's Adams now into ball to Boston. Boston is going down the track, maybe trying to inspire the essence of. It's just a run out, and that just typifies the entire innings for the pointers. A stop-start innings that just ended in a collapse.
Yes, totally well said, well called. They stuttered from the beginning, and they never really picked it up. And in the end, another unfortunate run out here for the pointers. I think they have to go back to the dressing room and rethink their game. I don't know who are the advisors and the consultants and the strategists, but obviously the strategy was not there today, and they definitely need to go back and come forward with a better strategy, because the total set by the Farrington, even though, as I said from earlier, it was going to be a challenging total, I felt had the pointers had gotten the type of start that they required to have gotten, knowing the fragility of their batting order, the batting lineup, they needed their top 5 batsmen to really set the stage and to almost bring them home. But once that didn't happen, you always knew, you always felt that the lower middle order and lower order, that it was almost impossible for them to get up to this 143 for victory. So once they started losing wickets, they just capitulated, and in the end, they didn't even really challenge, you know, because you want to see a real challenge where in the last over, you want to get, let's say, even 20, 17, 15, you know, so that both teams would have to be on their P's and Q's to say, we have to keep things tight, because all it would require here would be a couple sixes, and then this match could change from our match to their match. But at no stage, you really saw that the pointers were really challenging, even though when the Farrington Super Sixers, when they started, they didn't have the fluent spark that they normally would have, or that they would have liked to have had. And the pointers did very well to restrict them early in the match. But afterwards, I thought that once the Blue Jays got up to Farrington Super Sixers, got up to 143, I thought it was always going to be very difficult, because in the Blue Jays Farrington dugout, they have a lot of experience, you know. You have Rudolph Proctor, you have Charlie Hard, and I mean, you could just keep going, the level of experience. And it was always, Alex, you know, the level of experience and the knowledge of the game is much more advanced than you would say that what the pointers have. And even in terms of how the individuals take their game and plan their innings, there's a vast difference between the two teams. And I think the pointers have to go back to the drawing board and then come again for their next match, realizing that none of the teams are out of this competition, because all 4 teams go into the semi-final, and therefore they all still have a chance of going to the final. But just observation as to how and what they would have done. So we all wish both teams and all the teams all the best, and we know that we had a pretty good game today. We want to thank all the supporters who came out, and really quite a few supporters have been coming to these matches. We thank them. For those overseas, we also want to thank you, and to our precious sponsors. We're also looking for more sponsors, but to our precious sponsors, we want to thank you from the bottom of our heart. And we want to say that we want to see more people come into the park, but we know if you can't come, we have Lloyd's here, and we have Clean Screen, who are bringing it to your homes, and they are doing a fantastic job.
And so, final scores on this encounter here at the James Earl Webster Park. The Farrington Super Sixers, they got up to a total of 143, led well by Jadel Richardson, who scored his third half century of the tournament, and also backed by Captain Dimitri Adams, who scored some 36 runs. And in response, the pointers could only muster 103 all out, with the top score coming from Mohan, who scored some 26, I believe, and a bit of a capitulation, who didn't bat out the full 20 overs. So the pointers win by some 40 runs. So congratulations to the pointers, and that will be all from us here today at the James Earl Webster Park. We'll turn you over now to Master Control.
Mike, yeah.
Alright folks, so we are going downstairs. How are you? You enjoying the cricket? we saying? Remember our motto, eh? Good job, man. All right. Congrats.
Aha! I hope you're ready for this. What the score is?
103.
All right, listen live. My predictions are great. Glad I'm on to something big.
I'm seeing that.
You've seen that, right?
Yes.
So do you like any other predictions while I'm at it?
Well, you know, I'm
You
not,
want give me the lottery numbers?
I just want to be in kept in suspense.
So you'll wait on the next round?
Yes.
Okay, all right, so patience is a virtue.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is, definitely.
I'm giving them $100 to win the game.
Who?
The Farrington. I want them to give me the Terry.
So we live. Hey, congrats, man. Good. All the best. How you feel about this match today?
It came down a lot closer than we would have liked, but at the end of the day, we came out victorious and we got to be proud of that.
Yeah, I didn't get to ask you about the first innings when you all batted in terms of the bowling by the pointers. How you felt about the bowling there?
I mean, at the start, they were bowling pretty good areas and we weren't able to rotate the ball as well as we should have, but like I say, we got a long batting lineup, so no matter what going on, we can always make back up in the end.
Yeah, and because I know in the first 10 overs, y'all were well disciplined, y'all took your time, and then in the last 3-4 overs.
Yeah, we catch them.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, like I say, we got fellas like Jada, Dan. Today, Dan didn't come off. We had my uncle Terry. He put in a good performance, so like I said, we're confident going into the final. That's what I'm aiming for. I ain't thinking about these regular season games. I know we can make it to the final and bring it home. So thank you, yeah?
All right, all the best, man.
Come down.
Yes, folks, jubilant.
Presentation time. And I hand over the mic to Mr. Rogers.
$100 is for the Farrington team to buy drinks.
All right. See a jubilant.
Good luck.
A die-hard.
Die-hard Farrington team.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah, Tata, how you all feel about today?
Definitely feel good. Always good to win. That's 3 straight. Something that we definitely looking to get to the finals in the top position.
Yeah.
But it's good. The other teams playing well as well, but the Farrington team definitely, as you know, is a team that gonna play very hard each and every time. So allow the opposition to come hard because we definitely gonna be coming hard.
Okay, brother. Yes. And we have, there's a winner and there's a loser.
After this game, and really put our best out. So next week, I expect to see everybody out practicing and practicing hard next week. So we don't feel like this again. No way we should have this game. I think we like the ball of the game. Everybody feel good? I really like
it. Nice.
Yeah, you are right there. Hey!
Dr. Webster, Eastern Grace, come please. As we get ready for the presentation, not only dealing with Anguilla, this is going around the world, and therefore we need to remember that.
mic so I could get it proper. This is direct to speak. No, I know, but if you speak more, you can't catch it.
Let us have the two captains, the villain captain and the pointers captain, come forward, please.
So we'll be having a quick chat with the captains. First, let's start with the captain of the pointers, Leon Lake. Leon, match that was billed as the top of the bill for this competition, coming out short, looking for your second victory, but that was to be today.
Yes, Pete. Definitely want to say kudos to the Farrington Super Sixers. They fought. We bowled them very good in the beginning of the first overs. We had them really tight, and they showed their experience when they get to the wicket. He's a youngster, but they showed experience. They started turn ones and the twos, and they put the pressure back on us, and they got to 143. I thought when we started very well, but again, they had a lot of experience and they hold us out in the end. So you always got to give your opposition kudos. They played better than us in the end, and they come up with a victory. But we're going to regroup as a team, and we just try to keep building and building. I'm so proud of my team. I want to give them a round of applause, my sponsors. We just been together too much. I'm proud of them. The put up a fight against this team, the Farrington team, is really good. You know, we don't go down quitting. So I want to say kudos to them and kudos to the organizers, the fans, everybody. You know, this is lovely. So I still believe we're going to be on top. We just got to work harder if we want it.
Thank you very much, Leon Lake. And now to the victorious captain, Dimitri Adams. Dimitri, congratulations. Your team unbeaten in the competition thus far.
Yeah, so far we've gotten after a great start being 3-0. We just want to maintain it going forward, and hopefully we come up victorious at the end. We're going to put our best foot forward, and we know the Farrington can come hard.
Certainly a good performance by J.Del Richardson, 3 half centuries back to back. But there were some concerns by some persons who said after 10 overs you were 45 for 1, and some people are feeling that the Farrington was in for less than 100 today, but that was not me.
I mean, they started off in a power play very well. They bowled tight lines and lengths in, they backed it up in the field, so I must commend them for the 4-6 overs, especially the 10, I should say. Congrats on that. But you can't count the Farrington out. We don't mind getting off to a slow start, knowing the fellas we have in the back end. We are always confident to put up a total of 150 or more. So once again, well done team, and let's keep pushing this forward.
Thank you very much, Skipper. Dimitri Adams, the captain of the victorious Farrington Super Sixers. Alkins? All right, so we are getting ready now for the man of the match. And in fact, I'll be giving that information in just a bit. The man of the match is judged by the persons responsible for that today. Goes to J.Del Richardson, 50 runs of 31 balls, the third consecutive half century. J.Del Richardson of the Farrington Super Sixers being adjudged the player of the match today. Congratulations.
That's the important
J.Del.
piece, right? Congrats. Thank you very much.
Before you go, J.Del, perhaps just give us a little quick chat with you. The batting continues. You continue to shine. 3 consecutive half century and the leading scorers thus far in the competition.
Yeah, we're trying to keep consistent for all the games and hope to see how it goes.
And still surprising the batsmen with the short stuff and the quick stuff.
Yeah, we're trying to have an all-round performance in. Just trying to keep it consistent with that goal and
Thank you very much. J.Del Richardson, player of the match from the Farrington Super Sixers. We will be asking, calling very shortly against the player of the match. Okay, I think I've been told that we will do that next time, because we don't have that information here. So folks, we want to thank you, thank all of our sponsors. We'll be back here next weekend as we continue the premier T20 Cricket League. Thanks to all our sponsors, the scorers, the ground staff, Clean Stream, Lloyd's Life, who've been dealing all around the world. We will be starting at 1:30, I've been told, next Saturday. Next weekend's games will start at 1:30 p.m. Thank you so very much. Enjoy. Thank you.
Yes, folks. There you've had it. You've had the Farrington Super Sixers.
Thank you once again, and please support the bar.
Against the West Pointers. The Sixers came out victorious this day. So congratulations is in order for the Super 76ers, Farrington 76ers over the Pointers of the West. Alright folks, with that, okay, we're going to be signing out now. Again, thanks for viewing and sharing with us. We will be back with cricket next Sunday, God's willing, from 1 in the afternoon. So again, thank you for being there for us. Thank you.